Last week, a federal judge made a ruling in a high-stakes lawsuit against Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, a case that left hundreds of thousands of young immigrants in limbo after a sudden policy change affected special visa status, including deferred action granted due to backlogs. 1011's Darsha Dodge spoke with one local woman who spent months unsure of her future.
Well, Danielle, at just 17, Noemi made the difficult and dangerous journey from Guatemala to the United States. She spent the last few months worried she'd be sent back despite qualifying for a special status. Now, we're not showing her face or using her name, and the voice you're about to hear is an interpreter's.
I'm a little bit worried, but then at this moment that my visa has been accepted, I'm feeling better.
U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services ended deferred action for the special immigrant juveniles in June, leaving thousands waiting to see if their work permits and special statuses would be renewed. Deferred action allows them to work, to go to school, and participate in society while seeking permanent residency. Last week's court decision granted a stay, meaning USCIS must temporarily keep that protection. But immigration advocates say the fight is far from over.
SIJS is something that's a visa category that eventually you can get status through that. It just takes time.
Mary Choate is the executive director at the Center for Legal Immigration Assistance and has spent years helping clients from all over the world who come to the U.S. for a variety of reasons, like Noemi, who arrived at just 17.
Do you have friends or family who are also in the same situation, or did you come completely by yourself?
Just myself.
She left her younger brother behind in Guatemala, facing a difficult journey in search of safety.
In Guatemala, the younger generation, especially the younger women, are in faces of a lot of danger.
Noemi is hoping to study medicine and possibly bring her little brother to the U.S., but it will take time and money. Despite months of uncertainty, Noemi says she's trying to stay calm and patient.
People should try to have more empathy with an understanding of people who are trying to come here and go through the process.
While the court stay provides some relief to immigrants like Noemi, the case is far from over. While other special visa categories like refugee status for the Burmese have already been rescinded, the Department of Homeland Security declined to comment. Danielle, back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Darsha. Now switching to much lighter news, the weather. And no, Santa and his reindeer didn't arrive early. That was probably just your neighbor's decorations flying by in the wind. Brad, how gusty has it been out there today?
That is right. We have had wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour in parts of the state. Peak wind gusts here in Lincoln of 55 miles per hour in the last hour. So windy conditions are going to continue this evening. And then I think after midnight, they should start to decrease. Now for Wednesday and Thursday, it's going to be cool in much of the state, but not as windy. And we should see some sunshine, especially on Wednesday. We're looking for generally dry conditions. So if you're traveling tomorrow, things should be pretty good, and Thanksgiving generally dry as well. But we are talking about the chance for snow Friday and Saturday, especially Saturday is what we're focused on right now, as far as at least the possibility that some of us could see some accumulating snowfall. Check out the advisories. The high wind warning continues until 6 p.m. for portions of central and western Nebraska till midnight for eastern and northeast Nebraska. For the wind advisory, which is for Lincoln, until midnight as well. Wind gusts still up to 55 miles per hour in the warning area, and advisory 45 to 55 in the southeast Lincoln. Here are the peak wind gusts as of 5 o'clock, gusting to 49 in Lincoln, 52 in Albion, and 54 in York. Just some scattered clouds in Lincoln with those windy conditions, 42 at the studio, 41 at the airport. It feels like 30, humidity at 47%. We have had some clouds and flurries, especially for northern and northeast Nebraska, some scattered clouds this evening. Otherwise, it's 41 in Lincoln, 33 in O'Neill with 38 degrees in Grand Island. We will have some scattered clouds for this evening, then eventually clearing skies after midnight. Again, temperatures will cool off as we head towards 10 o'clock, generally down to the 20s and 30s by 10 o'clock this evening. We'll talk about snow chances for Friday and Saturday coming up in just a bit. Danielle?
All right, thank you, Brad. Now with active weather on the way this week, now is a great time to download the free 1011 weather app. You'll get interactive radar, instant alerts, and direct access to our team in the Severe Weather Center, all to help you stay ahead of any changing conditions. Just search 1011 weather in your app store. Now to an update in a years-long missing persons case. The family of Chance Engelbert is confirming human remains found last month near Scottsbluff National Monument are his. In a statement on social media, they said in part, quote, "This is not any type of closure for us. There will just always be more questions," end quote. Our sister station also spoke with Chance's mother, Dawn, who says, "Our family does not believe for 1 minute he would have picked that trail as a shortcut." Engelbert was last seen near Gearing in July 2019. The remains were discovered in October of this year. Back in Northeast Lincoln, a rollover crash sent crews to 70th and Francis just after 1 a.m. A sedan was on its roof and a light pole was knocked down. No confirmed injuries just yet. LPD says they are working to finalize a crash report with those details. Now, some good news this evening from the Malone Center. CEO John Goodwin says they're just $1.5 million away from their campaign goal to complete a new community center. Construction started over a year ago to replace the old building with a 64,000 square foot facility, which the center says will greatly expand programs and access for the community. The center hopes to finish by April of next year. Switching gears now to Husker football. The Black Friday game against Iowa is front and center for many Nebraska fans. The Big Red is going for win number 8, the most under head coach Matt Rule. And coaches understand just how much this week means.
You know, we're trying to put ourselves in a position where we can win this game. It hadn't happened in a while. You know, we recognize that, we see it, we feel it, and it means a lot to us to go out there and play this game. It just means more, you know, that these rival games.
The Hawkeyes have been tough opponents recently, winning 9 of the last 10 matchups, including 4 walk-off field goals. We'll have more on the game tonight at 6 and 10.